Alright, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Wood Shop Good Chop Wood. I'm your host, Big Mike. So today what we're doing is we're swapping out the blades, or we're just changing the blades over from this planer. So basically, I already took off the cover, which is right here. Snap. Crap. Go pop. So the cover went in there like so, and then all I did was keep dropping my camera. So all I did was remove 2 screws, one on either side, and then this cover lifts right out. And obviously I removed that port right there, took that right out. So now what we got to do is just remove the screws. And it actually comes with this tool, this hex tool, that clips right onto the back of the, on the top of the black cover. So I could use this, or I could just use my already equipped drill. And this is the third blade. This is a this machine actually has 3 blades in it. So just remove the cover carefully. This blade is down in there, so this whole thing is actually locked, so it shouldn't move. So what I do is I just take my Penske tab, because it's kind of rubbery, so the blade grips it. And as you can see, there's where the blade was damaged, like right there. Like all the rest of the blade is still fine. So we're gonna go ahead and flip that around. And when I took it out, this arrow was facing downwards. This arrow was facing downwards, or the triangle I should say. So now I'm gonna just flip it around. I'm gonna be very gentle with it. And then what I want to do is put these screws in. Oh, not like so. That would have been very bad. Forgot to put the blade guard back on. I'm gonna bring this down like so. And I don't want to tighten these screws immediately. What I want to do is just put them in, just get the holes to line up first. Because I was trying it earlier after I already set the middle screws and trying to work my way to the outside, and it wouldn't work. Like it kept giving me trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead, come in this way, tighten this one. Don't want to over tighten it, just nice and snug. Same thing on this side. And these blades are double-sided, so I'm not sure how much the new blade costs. I think it was like 15-20 bucks when I looked it up on the Home Depot website, which isn't bad. But the other one that I was looking at, it's like a $500 blade. It has a bunch of like little carbide squares on it. So I'm gonna set my Ryobi setting to like the lowest one, because number one, I don't want to over torque it. Number two, I don't want to strip it. So and if it gives you any resistance going in about halfway, even with your hand tool, stop and loosen all the screws. Like this, these these are going in fairly smooth. So if it gives you any resistance, that means that it's off track a little bit. So you should back it out. These aren't giving me any issues right now. That's why I did it the way I did it. And I figured I'll just record one instead of doing all of them, because you would just do the same for all of them, and then instead of making this like a hour-long video, it'll be not that long, you know? Yeah, so we're finally done with the crib, so the workshop is freed up right now. We are going to start working on the dresser for the crib. But before I do that, I figured let me change the blade on the planer, so that way everything is on the up and up. So that lines up like so. I got 2 screws, one for either side. One for this hole right here. Oop, oop. Sorry, I keep dropping you guys. So one for this hole. Crap. Let's put it on the end. And I tell you, this planer was one of the best investments I have ever made. There we go. So that side is done. Let me come back over here, do this side. I can just button it up with the drill. At least get it down in there. Make sure it's nice and snug. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the port, and let me mount you guys on top. Make sure you guys can see that. The wind is blowing kind of strong today, so that's good. Change over to my Dewalt bit. I meant my my Milwaukee Phillips #2. I only put 2 set screws on this one. And then obviously after here I'm gonna have to start up the generator. There we go. Now this wrench goes back in to where I found it, and then once I get the generator out here, start her up, I'm gonna run a few pieces of wood through her. And I'll see you guys back here in a second.